The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
This is the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. Trap comedy at its finest. Where if you can't slang yourself, you might as well hang yourself. This is also where you can turn yourself into dope and you become the real man. Whoa, yeah.
First I hit him, and then I let him. Then I remix, rewind, then I wet him. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
All right. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. It's cold outside. Don't forget to subscribe to the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge, and we want you to press the like button and leave a comment below. And this week we will be talking about Quincy Jones and his Alzheimer having ass. All the rants and ravings of a madman that he's talked about dead people. And he said the Easter Bunny don't really lay eggs. He exposed everything. He said the gingerbread man ain't even really made out of gingerbread. So we're going to be talking about everything that Quincy Jones senile ass had to say. Now, first of all, we want to start off with our illustrious panel. First to my left, we have Mr. Al Toomer, all the way from Albany, Georgia, and 54 from Crenshaw. What's going on, Al? How was your week?
Oh, pretty good, man. No complaints.
So you was out of town, huh?
Yeah, I had to go back to Georgia and run back up out of that motherfucker. He can't be at home too long.
How was it?
Terrible. Other than seeing my parents, it was terrible.
Describe some of the illustrious scenery they have in Albany,
Georgia.
Georgia.
No scenery, Marv. I mean, so who was that? Someone last week had the nerve to mention my hometown, and like, what the hell you know about all? It's not even on the map. What you know about Albany, Georgia? But,
so what do people do for fun out there in Albany, Georgia?
Dance at traffic lights.
Wow.
It's just that small of a town, man. But, you know, it was depressing going back seeing, my dad, who was basically like a little baby. Now, 92 years old, he's blind. And you don't want to see no shit like that. And my mom, 86, still fucking with him.
For real?
That old bitch, man.
What kind of stuff she be doing to him? He can't even see.
Who knows what we do? She has to be monitored. We believe she's trying to kill him.
Is that right?
Yeah, she's never forgiven my dad for having an affair like 35 years ago. It's like, bitch, you should have left. You know, she tried to leave him like a year ago.
What? He's 80 what?
He's 92, she's 85. And she tried to leave.
Where was she going to go? Pick up another man at the stoplight?
It's too late for that. Went and got on an apartment and every goddamn thing and expected him to pay for it. This
At
is
86?
68 years of marriage.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they old and senile now. He
Well,
wants to die.
we glad that you back with us in not in Albany, Georgia, at the traffic lights.
You all right, baby.
Now we got Farouk. Farouk's back again, the ghetto Googler. Somebody called in, tried to stump him last week. So you guys can always call in at 323-293-3375 and try to stump the ghetto Googler. Farouk, how was your week?
It was pretty good, man. I really didn't have no problems with nobody, man. You know.
You didn't have to smack nobody up this week?
No, not this week.
That's cool. Now we have Tasha Asset. She is back. She's off to my right here. Tasha.
Yes, peace and love,
She's back with us last time. So I see she brought her Tupperware cup.
Yeah, I got some in my cup, baby. I'm going to lean with y'all.
Where'd you get that cup from? That looked like it's straight from the east side.
It's somewhere from the east side of the back of this place.
I think these lights are off.
Oh, yeah, we had to turn the lights on in here. It looks a little dark. Lights. You know, we don't want people to start playing red light, green light up in here. But, Tasha, how was your week?
What my week was amazing. I'm just feeling elated, like, you know what I'm saying? I will be speaking at the Black Pan African Film Festival at Baldwin Hills.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. It's coming up.
Yeah. So I'll be one of the spoken word artists there on the 17th, February 17th.
With your poems?
Yes, I would do my poems there. So you all come out and hear a good word. You know
okay, that's
but
cool.
My week has been great, brother. Thanks for asking.
Great.
How was your week?
Well, my week was extraordinary. It was cool. Today was wonderful. I actually got a little half a day off.
What?
Yeah, we went by the shop. You know, me and Farouk work at the shop across the street. You know, and it was Taco Tuesday. Judy made some tacos, and how many did you have, Farouk?
Why, man? Why you in my goddamn business?
Well, I had 8. I had 8 of them. See, because I try to beat Farouk's. I think Richard record was 10, but
I ate about 15 damn tacos today, man.
I thought I had him today.
Were they the small ones or the big ones?
No, they
was big, juicy with the good orange grease dripping out of it.
Turkey.
Oh, that's right. All right.
And Judy got all the orange grease that drips out of there and everything.
That's what make it good. That juicy grease.
So we're going to be talking about the young man Quincy Jones. Now, you guys all have heard
Quincy
about.
Jones.
Yeah, he's a young man of 86.
Musical legend. Yeah, he's in his second.
He's about 85, right?
85.
He's going on 85.
Yeah.
Right.
85.
Now, as the story goes, he was sitting down with an interview with what's his name, Khaled. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's one
From
interview.
From GQ magazine.
Vulture.
Is that the one we're referring to?
Well, he had
Vulture.
two different. He had
two different interviews.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was talking about all these things like icons that people that I grew up loving. You know, Michael Jackson, Richard Pryor, Marvin Gaye, and he just said a whole bunch of things about them. But they're all dead, and they're not here to defend themselves. Mm-hmm. So we want to see what's going on. Al, what do you have to say about that?
Shit, I want to know how he knows about all this shit, especially what really got me was Richard Pryor and Marvin Gaye and Marlon Brando, of all people, fucking them. That really shook me up.
Well, you know, I could kind of believe the Marlon Brando thing because, you know, Marlon Brando did play Godfather, right?
Yeah.
So he probably made him an offer he couldn't refuse. You know,
that's just fucked up, though.
But the thing is, he said that Michael Jackson didn't write Billie Jean.
Well, some parts of Billie Jean.
I believe that Michael Jackson is known as an entertainer and a singer. He's not known for, you know, playing any instruments or writing any songs or anything like that.
I mean, but what part of Billie Jean could you steal?
He talking about the music. If you listen, it's a song by Donna Summers called "Independent," and I've listened and heard the song before, and it sounds just like Billie Jean. You know, it just came on before. Yeah, by Donna Summers.
Now,
but of course, that's a song many people don't know that she even sung. So,
well, who cares?
He took a song from Donna Summer B-side and came out with Billie Jean. I mean, you know, it was a good song.
I mean, obviously nobody gave a damn about it.
What Quincy was saying, he said he should have paid the girl 10%. The motherfucker wouldn't even pay her for it. That's what he was talking about. Fuck stealing the song. He wouldn't pay
you know how much it costs to raise a monkey?
I have no idea.
Monkey's expensive. You can't.
He said he couldn't stand Bubbles' ass. Said he didn't like him.
Quincy said he didn't like
Quincy or Michael?
Quincy Jones.
Yeah, see now he you can't go around talking about monkeys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So Quincy don't like the monkey. He didn't like what he said about
I think that
Marvin
light
Gaye.
is dark, man. Somebody got to turn this light right here on. It looks like Al, you really look black on this motherfucker, boy.
Same way I look every motherfucker.
Nah, you need at least have a shine.
Oh, that's Al. I thought that was your shadow. God damn it.
He is gray and black. And this is color TV. You don't even want it black and white.
Man,
Let me just add to this. You know, for me, what I think about it, okay, so Quincy, he's telling some things. I don't think he's having a moment of dementia. Just my opinion, I think he's saying some things that's true.
Like
you know what I'm saying? As far as what's going on, are we surprised about these industry cats?
No, I'm not surprised
We just don't want to
at all.
hear. Nobody want to hear nobody saying nothing about Richard Pryor.
I don't want to hear nothing about
Marvin
Gaye.
We don't want to hear nothing about Marvin Gaye. But you can Google a picture with Marvin Gaye kissing Rick James in the mouth.
What?
If you take out the
And Rick
phone.
James stole Marvin Gaye's wife, too.
Is that
So
right?
come on, if we take out pictures, you know they've been through a lot of women. They work in the industry. Quincy Jones, he's part of a billionaire's club. He vibe with these people in these sacred occult type of societies.
Yeah,
where
running
they
up
do
in
things.
Tevin
So-
Campbell, Michael.
Now tell me this: Why didn't Quincy Jones mention the episode about him and Tupac?
That's what I'm saying.
Right, he spilled the tea.
Because
but he
everybody
spilled the
know
iced
about
tea.
that, Marv. Everybody know that Quincy Jones wanted Tupac to pop him in his ass.
Right.
But see, this is what I find
Ghetto
amazing.
treasures.
How do you not?
I just found out yesterday.
Yeah, how do you not like really know like people are not a certain way. I mean, to me, I don't put shit past a drug addict, which Marvin Gaye and both Richard Pryor was both of. Now, here's another unsung story about Marvin Gaye that was true. You know, allegedly. I'm going to put it that way for you people.
Right.
But, I mean, you know, they said when Marvin Gaye daddy or the football game would be on and he walk in the living room or the den when the game was on, when the football players would be huddling up on the field, he'd die behind the damn couch thinking that they was conspiring to get him. True shit, man.
Yeah. Now that's some good drugs.
And Richard Pryor was on so much dope. They said, you know, when him and Pam Grier had their little thing going on, she had developed cervical cancer because, and the doctor asked her, you know, was she a drug user? She said no, and the doctor asked her that because he had to get so much cocaine off of her cervix.
Wow.
Or cervical, whatever you call it.
That was where he was stashing it?
No, he was so full of dope. He was busting nuts full of cocaine.
Well, that's why we call him the ghetto Googler, because he got stuff that we don't even want to know.
Let's say if you get into this billionaire boy club, right? And you have to take certain oaths, basically. Right. Okay, so let's say one of the oaths you have to choose. If you're gonna leave this club, your way out is death, or either humiliating yourself, or either telling the truth on people to make yourself look like an asshole or something. And that's probably the deal that he took. He probably said, okay, I'll just do this because y'all let me live. I got to this point. I recruited a lot of people.
They still gonna kill his ass.
But really, he could have just said, you know, I'm just going to just take the old senile way out and just die. And, you know,
I don't think he's senile. I just think that he's like, fuck it, I'm 85 years old. Right. I'm tired of holding in these fucking secrets. I can't go to the grave with all this shit.
Was weighing heavy on him?
Yeah, like most people, man.
I mean, so. Now, why he didn't talk about, like you said, why he didn't talk about the Tupac thing?
You do remember Quincy Jones had an aneurysm, though. You remember that aneurysm?
Yeah, but that was when he was 45 in 1975, Marv. He been got that out. That's why he stopped playing the trumpet, because of the aneurysm. But he got some type of metal shit we don't even know about, the type of metal it is. Plate that was placed in it. It's not even that. It's a type of metal.
Yeah, it's called vibranium from the Black Panther.
Well, it's a metal it's not familiar that other metal he has. So he got this expensive metal plate in his head. Yeah, thank you. And he's a billionaire.
Now, Farouk, how the hell you know about the metal in the man's head?
Because I watched the interview more.
So did anybody else know that Quincy Jones had vibranium in his head?
No.
Maybe because people didn't watch the interview. You know? See, I go to an extra mile to inform myself. Right, some people don't. I mean, you know, you got lazy ass investigators that always fucking up cases, and they put the wrong motherfucker in jail. So I go the extra mile to get all the real facts.
But that's why we call him the ghetto Googler. So give us a call at 323-293-3375. See if you can stump the Googler. And if you have any more secrets that you know that Quincy Jones maybe slipped out into sleep, or maybe he just told you in passing or whatever, give us a call and let's see. When we come back, we're going to, because it's Valentine's Day is tomorrow. I just found out it was tomorrow.
I thought it was today. I'm off.
I knew it was sometime this week.
Yeah, I knew it,
Yeah, so, we just found out. So, you know, we're going to talk about little things going on with Valentine's Day. And we're going to have, this week, we're going to have my wife come back up with some more marital issues and some child-raising advice. You know, so if you got a little kid out there and you want to raise them, you know what I'm saying? Call in and ask my wife how to do it. She's going to tell you. Do not ask me about raising kids. If you want to raise them. Yeah, do not ask me, because I'm going to say beat their ass. That's the best thing I can tell you. You know, that's my answer to everything. You know, if you didn't do something, do it again, I'm going to beat your ass.
I say you don't raise kids.
How many kids you got?
I got 6 biological and 6 more other kids that's not mine that I reared.
What's the difference between raising them and rearing?
Well, you raise chickens, you raise sheeps and kids, which are baby goats for slaughter and livestock. You know what I'm saying? You don't raise kids. You know what I'm saying? You rear them, meaning that you
kick them in the rear.
Yeah, sometimes you might take a swift kick in the ass to get the message across. But what I'm saying is, to rear, you teach. You want your kids to develop certain social skills first. and develop coping skills and other things to equip them in their adult life. You know, when you raise a child, that's what's wrong with these goddamn kids. They was just raised.
That's you know you're right about
when
that.
you raise corn, you just bring it up. So you just put clothes on them, you feed them until they're a certain age, and then you just kick them the fuck out the house. But you never prepared them for life, and that's not fair to the child.
Now, and once again, we also have Sheldon's going to be coming for some financial advice on your cryptocurrency for all of you people out here that got scared and went and bet your mortgages and shit and didn't do no research. Good luck to you. But have no fear because Sheldon's here. And we'll be right back after this commercial break on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge.
Turn this damn light on. True.
Yeah, I think but he took it easy, though.
All right. And we're back right here at the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. And we have with us, Mika is back with us. My wife is back with us this week.
Hey.
She wants to talk about things that's going on in the marital community. Now, what's going on? Tell us something about the marriage community that you're talking about, Mika.
Well, I recently did a poll myself just to see how important marriage is. Valentine's Day is in a marriage, and see who find it important and who doesn't.
What happened? Nobody gave a damn?
Not really. Come to find out, it was about I'd say over 100 people, 120 people said that it wasn't important to them, and there was about 10 people said it was important. A few people had birthdays or anniversaries. So. But it's interesting to find out that Valentine's Day, which is supposed to be this love holiday, is important to people. That's interesting.
How important is it to you? Like as growing up as a woman, you grew up as a woman, right?
I hope so. You made it.
How important?
She grew up as a girl to become a woman.
I think she started,
what do you become after a woman?
She started out as a
grandma.
Woman. She started out as a woman. So, how important has Valentine's Day been to you growing up as a woman?
As a young woman.
Yeah.
How about that?
As a woman.
Growing up,
you must have got a lot of chocolates.
I didn't like chocolate growing up, actually. I had to grow into that. I did not care for the taste, but thanks to my husband, I happen to love chocolate now. You cannot have chocolate.
I can't have it. I'll scratch a hole in my goddamn shirt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when you was talking about Valentine's Day with the community of married people, did anybody ask did the guys really forget? Because I know on Valentine's Day we don't get shit as men. Have you ever got anything for Valentine's Day, Fruit? Like, I mean, not after school.
I got subpoenaed some child support shit one time on that day, but I really don't give a fuck about.
You got subpoenaed on Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
God damn.
Something to remember, huh?
Well, I mean, that's what I remember, but just me being a kid and the whole thing, man, all this shit is bullshit, man. If you basing your relationship on this one day or this made-up shit to keep y'all broke, then that's on you. Like right now, all these jewelry stores got these commercials that make you spend money. I don't give a fuck if the diamond costs $1 million. How could that truly represent my love, my honor, and the time that I'm going to spend with you in my life? It doesn't. So, I mean, all of this, man, is this glee shit for people to send. They just want to just feel to be needed. Fuck being needed. Why don't you, go out and do something nice for somebody every goddamn day?
Now, what I did for my wife one time is, I get the days mixed up. So, remember that time I made you a hand turkey? Remember? And you loved it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, that's hand turkey.
Put the feathers and shit on there.
Yeah, we call it DIY.
Man, that's kindergarten shit, Marv.
It's the thought. It's the thought that counted.
Yeah.
Now, last week you were talking about the marital issues and everything. Well, we specifically, Farouk has given us a definition of raising and rearing kids or children. So, what would you say is the most difficult part about rearing kids?
Rearing kids.
Yeah.
That's the
whole get down.
The whole thing. It's a matter of knowing how to communicate with the child for them to understand. And thankfully, we have a very smart daughter. And your communication and your words and how they impact her show a great deal in her period.
How do you feel about ass whoopings?
I believe in them. I got them myself. I did them. You've seen
and had a lot of them.
And had a lot of them. Yes,
and they work.
They do.
Painful, but it works.
It does.
Now, I remember like ass whoopings that I got when I was a child, and my mother would say, this is an ass whooping you'll never forget. And I'm 48 years old now, and I'm looking for a hypnotist.
How did you get it? Did you get it with the cord, or did you get it with the tree branch?
Everything.
Or the twig?
Tree branches,
what
cords.
Ass whooping impacted you the most?
Stitching cords. Stitching cords. Sometimes she would braid the switches. Pots,
phone cords,
pans, wooden spoons,
axe handles,
shoes. She used to call them flip flops. Hand me my flip flops.
Did you get the telephone?
Yeah, the telephone cord. The telephone itself.
The shoe, pick it up, talk
everything.
We used to get our ass whooped with the lining of the screen. The thing.
Yeah, that damn thing hurt. You remember that shit?
Ooh.
No, I don't.
It was a gray line. It looked like licorice. It looked like Twizzlers.
It's messed up.
Man, I have nightmares.
It was hollow in the middle.
I have nightmares every time I see one of them damn things, man.
I would too.
That's old school right there.
But my father just started beating my ass like some nigga on the street when I turned like about 12 or 13,
Right.
So in that phase of my life, I think I got about like 5 black eyes, busted lips, Now,
this the interesting thing because with kids nowadays, you can't really beat their ass like old school because they got the child protective services come in. They gonna come into play, and they say you can't leave no mark. So I think you can only whoop a kid's ass with cotton candy.
Check this out, man. For one, if they so much the child protective service, why aren't they there when kids are being fucked up? Why do they come afterwards? So if you're not there before my kid about to get their ass whooped, I'm fucking them up however I see fit.
Before they
now,
get
my
to the
thing is, I tell, especially my son, stretch your ass out across. This is when he was little, because, see, I'm beating his ass like somebody on the street now. He 13. He bigger than me. His feet is bigger than mine. So fuck all that ass whooping. But I have him stretch across the bed and put their hands up like Superman and tell them, since you've been showing your ass at school, show me your ass now. Pull your pants down. See, because I learned a lot of kids will put on extra pants and padding and books and shit for that impact. See, I did that as a kid. So now, no, you take all that shit down, and I tell them I'm going to give you 10 licks. Now, if you move, I'm starting over again. Now, don't cry, because you wasn't crying when you was fucking up. So take this. This is your reward. So my thing is, how you know that I'm whooping my kid's ass not unless you pulling down their pants, looking at their ass for mark. So that makes you a motherfucking borderline pedophile, and I'm going to fuck you up, too, for violating my child. So if you beat them on their ass, you'll help them out in class.
Oh. Sound like a rap right there. Beat them on the ass.
Now check this out, man.
For real.
This what bothers me about the whole child whooping. Because, see, some people don't know the proper way to administer an ass whooping. Mm-hmm. You ever ask somebody, like, do you whoop your kid's ass? And they be like, yeah. And they might give them a 30-second flurry. Mm-hmm. And you're like, that ain't no ass whooping. That's why this little nigga is
That's called a spanking.
Yeah. And then I be seeing people in the store. The grocery store is the worst. You ever seen little kids? If you don't move out the way, they will run up the back of your leg. And I done fucked some kids up in the cereal aisle. I beat the kids ass.
I don't even care if they my kid. If I see anybody kids fucking up in a grocery store, I slap their ass backwards out that damn basket.
What is the proper way to whoop a child? Like, do you tell them? Do you give them a speech?
The proper way of telling them.
You did something wrong, and now I'm about to whoop
The proper way is telling them, look, you know you're going to get your ass whooped.
So you tell them first.
Now, yeah, you got to prepare. Now, I can whoop your ass here in the store, in the car, or at home.
Oh, you give them a choice?
Yeah, you got to give them choices, man.
Now, Mika, now you.
But you are getting your ass whooped.
You know something about whooping kids' ass. Now, do you talk to them before or after the ass whooping or during?
I do all three, depending on the situation. Well, I did all three.
At the same damn time?
Well, depending on the circumstance. I mean, sometimes they don't hear you the first couple of times. Then you got to tell them why you administering that ass whooping, what you did and why you getting it, and then I'll talk to you again afterwards.
I hate them long-ass sentences when you get your ass whooped, because, your mama got to swing every word. Did not tell your ass not to do that no more. Did not.
That's 2 words. Did not.
No, for every word she say, your ass is getting swung.
Exactly.
Now tell me, why is it when you get an ass whooping, there's always somebody in the family want to come ask you a goddamn question after you get your ass whooping?
Are you all right? Yeah. I just got my ass whooped. What you mean, am I all right? But a motherfucker be real humble after they get their ass whooped. They come in there.
Yeah.
Can I have some water? Normally you just go get water. Now you asking for
every damn thing.
You got all the manners in the world.
Can I go to bed now?
Can I come watch TV? No, get the fuck out of here. Okay. Can I leave now?
Right.
Look, if you don't leave no scars, your kids will be behind bars. So scar that ass, man. When they look at that damn scar, they think about it, damn, do I really want to go to jail? Do I get fucked up? Like me, I was scared of my daddy. I seen my daddy knock motherfuckers' teeth out their mouth, pick people off their feet, strangling them and shit. Some Mexicans was trying to steal our hubcap. He picked up one hubcap and damn near beat the brains out of one of them with a goddamn hubcap. So I had the fear of God and my father.
Oh my God.
And he taught me how to fight at the same time because, after getting black eyes, and he had big ass hands like George Foreman. One of his fists looked like this. So, when I got good and got the dodge and his shit, could nobody fuck with me. And I tell him, man, if you can't hit harder than my father, I'm telling you now, I'm fucking you up.
Right.
And it was the truth.
Now, Tasha, I see you're very eclectic. Mm-hmm. Now, did you get your ass whooped as a child?
I got the shit beat out of me.
Yeah, she looked like it.
I did some things. I ain't gonna lie. When I was 15, I stole a car.
Oh, damn.
I was pumped up. I was from the Midwest and shit, listening to that damn West Coast rap and shit, y'all.
She gonna blame it on the West Coast. And she from Chi-Town. Ain't that a bitch?
Doing some bullshit with my
What was your favorite car of choice to steal?
It was like
Monte Carlo.
No. The Cavalier with the drop top, Gucci rag.
Oh my God.
Drop top. It was red. Gucci red drop top.
Gucci red.
Well, we know you didn't have no potential of becoming a real legitimate professional car thief stealing a motherfucking Cavalier.
You know what?
Who the fuck steals a goddamn Cavalier?
Right. My best friend.
Boy.
I know.
What'd you do with the motherfucker when you stole it?
No, we was just joyride.
Oh, joyride.
We was spoiled. We was looking for adventure. My best friend, her father was a Chicago Bear. So we ain't had shit to do. We just wanted to do something.
Let's go
silly.
steal this Cavalier.
So we took a fucking Cavalier and shit, flirting with an old ass man and shit. Luckily, he dropped the charges in. We was 16, so he's like 40 years old and shit. So
and
what
you got
do you
ass whipping?
He was a pedophile.
I got fucked up in a police station. My mama was like clocking me and shit.
In the police station?
Pow, pow.
It wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah,
no,
my mother,
you
get your ass beat. And they was looking at me like, fuck. The police was like, beat her butt.
What?
Like, whoop her ass. Yes.
I called myself trying to be a smart ass,
That's crazy.
My pops came pick me up from the sheriff's station. Mm-hmm. He dropped me off at the house and go get something to eat. And my brothers and sisters, they kind of, you in trouble. And I'm telling them, like he can't do shit to me. The law say no matter what I do as a minor, he got to come pick me up. So he walked in and heard that. So he took me back to the sheriff's station to say, look, keep this motherfucker, else I'm going to kill him and all of that. And they said, sir, we understand, but you took him out of our custody, so he's your responsibility. He's your child.
Wow.
So I came home and he told me to get in the room. So, I kind of like walked around. You know how, you go this way, you getting fucked up. You go that way, you getting fucked up.
Yeah.
So I tried to walk around and try to run past him, right? So I ran past him just enough for him to properly plant his foot right up in my ass. And my motherfucking head hit the top of the goddamn ceiling light in the hallway. And I fell into the heater all the way at the end of the hallway.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
He's a diabetic now, so he got that foot that he kicked me in the ass with. He got that amputated. I don't mean to talk bad about that foot, but when I would go
you never liked that motherfucker?
No, because even as a grown person, when I go over there, I always look at that foot like, let me keep an eye on this motherfucker, man. Right. He had a cold foot game, boy. He was accurate when it come to putting his foot in your ass, man. But I truly love my father because, he know what it was to come up. He was raised in the projects of Nickerson Gardens, but he chose to with my mother. They married at a young age. She was 17, so he married my mother, and he just worked hard to take care of his family. So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Now check this out, man, because you guys really make me feel like a goody two-shoe right
don't be
here.
Skipping over your ass.
But I'm gonna say, because my daughter's sitting over here, don't get no bright ideas. You ain't stealing no damn cars or nothing, because you know where we going. Right there on Budlawn where the switch tree is on 58th, and you better not try to steal no car. I'll tell you that right now. Don't be giving her no ideas. Don't let her know that girls, girls steal cars.
I done figured it out, Marv. I done figured out. You know why kids don't get ass whippings like we did?
Why?
Because they don't.
Shit.
I'm gonna tell you why. Kids nowadays don't really get ass whippings like us because modern day household items ain't made the way they used to be.
Yeah, you can't beat nobody.
Irons is light. See, back then they call it an iron because it was really made out of iron. They had to sit it on the stove to get heated and iron. You get your ass whooped with a rolling pin. Rolling pins ain't even made out of wood no more.
Right. It's less household appliances to whoop your ass.
I mean, my mom's would pick the vacuum cleaner up and beat your ass with it. Now the vacuum cleaner now ain't really shit.
Right. Now, if you gave me a choice, would I rather get my ass whooped with an extension cord or an iPhone charger? I'll pick the iPhone charger.
Yeah,
of course.
I would too.
Yeah, all day long. Damn, you right, Farouk. That's some flashback ass whooping shit for your ass.
Yeah.
And then the discipline shit, man. Like, when your grandparents see one of my grandfathers was in the military, both of them in the military, but my grandfather, rest in peace, Herman Shields, he wouldn't necessarily whoop your ass right then. He'd just make you put your knees on, he'll throw rice on the motherfucking floor, put your knees on the floor, and give you some motherfucking potatoes like you in boot camp and tell you to peel the potatoes and tell you, now you can stay down there as long as you want to.
How many potatoes he make your ass peel?
A whole bag.
No shit.
Me and my cousin. Or either, you little motherfuckers want to go and peel up Mr. Johnson's greens and steal off his fruit tree. I'll give you something to do with your hands. So he'll make us hold like big ass like pitchers of water like this. And if your arms go down, if you spill anything on the floor, then you getting your ass whooping. You got to stand there again till you get it right. So, he was a cold motherfucker,
now,
man.
Is this that relative you told me that was that be at the house? He was what's the one that was doing the out there in the rain taking applications?
No, that's my Uncle Paul.
Yeah, what was he doing that time?
Well, we walked up. We used to go to my grandmama's house on the weekend. We walked up. It was on a rainy day. He's sitting out there with an office desk on the front porch and a whole suit on in the rain, pouring down. Water and shit all in his coffee glass, notepad, soggy shit. So, but when we pulled up, my daddy said, let's just keep going because I think your brother's on that shit again, Anna. So we walk up and my mama asked him.
He wanted to just keep driving past.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So my mama asked him, Paul, what are you doing? And he looked at my mama with a straight face and said, I'm negotiating. I don't know who or what the fuck he was negotiating, but I swear to God, the last time I seen my uncle that short was at his wake when he had on the suit.
He was fully dressed and everything?
Man, he had on the suit, man. He was clean as a goddamn chicken from Safeway supermarket, man.
Wow. Oh, my God.
That's crazy. 'Cause I think everybody in their family got somebody crazy in the family. I think my sister-in-law just washed our car right before it rained. It was clean. We had the cleanest shit riding down the street with raindrops falling back on the motherfucker. That shit was crazy.
Oh, my God.
My wife came in there. She said, "Is she washing the car?" I said, "It's raining." She said, "No, she washing that motherfucker." Yeah.
What was her excuse for washing the damn car?
We didn't have shit.
My man Lance wait till it rained to wash his car.
We didn't say nothing. We just left for that motherfucker. We just left. And we can't figure it out. We can't figure it
I
out.
think she asked us, she said, how long you going to be here?
Yeah.
And then we were like...
About 30 minutes?
About 30, 45 minutes. She said, all right then. And then we didn't hear nothing. Then Marv goes, what's that noise? We didn't hear, it was an unfamiliar noise.
Yeah, I said, it can't be a toilet because, you hear the water
shit
going
squeaking and shit.
Right,
that rattle in the pipes.
Right.
But it sounded closer.
Hose. It was from the water hose.
It was from the doggone water hose.
Yeah.
So I said, she out there washing the car? Then I said, them dishes been in there since Sunday. Why don't you get in there and
Won't
wash
touch
that
a damn
shit?
dish.
She didn't want to wash the goddamn dishes, so she go outside and wash the goddamn car and rest.
That's that new synthetic weed they on, man.
I guess her ass was negotiating.
Hey, man, I got a partner. He washes cars in the rain. He wait till it rain and he get him some soap on his rag and wash his car and let the rain do the rest,
Yeah, that sounds like Lance.
But I know the sound of them pipes when, people fucking with your hose because I had to kick one of my neighbor's ass for stealing my water. Just because your shit cut off, man, pay your motherfucking bill, don't come over. At least come and knock on my door and ask me first. Don't have me waking up in the morning and you trying to sneak my motherfucking water. What kind of shit is that, people? Let's have some scruples and respects, man.
Now how did you find out he was stealing your water?
I heard the motherfucking water running under the house. Like, ain't nobody in this motherfucker getting in the tub or nothing.
That's crazy.
So I went and looked, and I seen him with this little bucket in my front with the water hose. Like, look, man, you better put the motherfucking water hose down and pour my water on my motherfucking grass right now and get the fuck up out of here.
He's bogus, dude. That's crazy.
Man, that's crazy. Now, we about to go to a commercial. And if you guys have any ass-whooping stories or child rearing, or if you got a crazy motherfucker in the house that do crazy shit and any kind of negotiations with nobody in front of them, give us a call at 323-293-3375. And we'll be right back with Sheldon and Big Black Al from Albany as soon as we can find him. Sunshine, where you at? We'll be right back.
Darkness
Fuck Valentine's Day.
We'll be right back after
I'm kicking Cupid in his ass.
Okay, cool. And we're back, Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. Also, we want to remind you guys, press the like button, and we want you to drop a comment in the comments below, and press the notification bell, and give us a call at 323-293-3375 so you can chime in. Now, this Friday, we're doing another comedy show. For those of you who missed it, 2 weeks ago at the Living Room at 2636 Crenshaw Boulevard. Farouk was down there slamming them and doing the jokes, and I was down there telling some jokes. I think, Al, you coming down this Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to do some karaoke after it, so if you want to sing some songs, you can sing some songs after the show. Now, make sure you come down, and the show starts at 9 o'clock. Now, Al, we are finally back here with you, and we was talking about ass whoopings while you were gone.
Oh.
Now, they say ain't nothing like a Georgia ass whooping.
Yeah, I got some brutal ass whoopings growing up, man.
What kind of things did they whoop y'all with down in Georgia?
Anything, belts, fucking extension cords, just chairs, anything.
Chairs? How you get your ass whooped with a chair?
Yeah, my mom would whoop your ass with anything. I mean, shit, if the laws was in shit back then, my mom would be arrested for child abuse, man. That's the type of ass whooping we got. It was normal to get those. But she had to whoop like 9 asses. It was 9 of us, so she didn't play no shit. Brothers and had fingers and shit broke.
What the fuck?
Brutal ass whooping.
By your
man.
mama?
Yeah.
Damn.
She wasn't playing.
And y'all left y'all daddy alone with this woman?
Yeah, well, she didn't fuck with him. We got
That's why she took that shit out on y'all. She couldn't fuck with him, so she took it out on y'all. You look just like that motherfucker, too. I can't do shit to him, but I can fuck you up, so you better shut up.
Now,
That's cold.
Now, this is something because we got this week is a very good week in movies because we have the Black Panther coming out. Now, we want everybody to go see it because, we like to support black movies, and I'll see anything with black in it. I'll see a black corn chip movie.
Fuck the bootleggers.
Yeah.
Anybody selling bootlegs try to sell you that shit.
Smack the shit out of it.
And break all they motherfucking movies.
Smack the Wakanda out of there.
Yeah.
We got to be 100 with this one right here.
Yeah, we got to see
Yes.
that. Did you hear about the girl? She was 13 years old, and she did the GoFundMe page and raised $15,000 so people could go see this movie?
Yeah, they did something. I guess it was like some kids in Atlanta. They whole, they 6th grade class or something was going to the movies.
Right.
For the premiere.
Now, I don't mind treating people to movies, but y'all going to have to buy your own goddamn popcorn and shit. I'm telling you that right now.
So
You better take your own motherfucking popcorn.
Pay for their way?
Yeah.
For
she
all
raised-
the kids in the
what's up.
school.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
$15,000.
I guess they was like 6th graders getting ready to graduate or something.
Yeah.
So all the 6th graders at that school were going to the movies.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
that's
so
good.
excited.
Now, see, when I used to go to the movies, we got a caller. Let's see what this caller has to say. Welcome to the lounge, caller. What's your name and where you from and what you got to say? And welcome to the lounge.
Whoa, yeah.
What's up? Who is this? This Big Sid?
Nah, this Kevin Haynes.
Oh, what's
Hey.
going on, Cabot? What's going on? What you got to talk about today?
Good evening to y'all.
You down
I
in San
wanted-
Diego, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Peace.
I wanted to share a good ass whooping story that nigga I will never forget.
What happened?
Man, I was up there at 6th grade camp in Palomar Mountain and got kicked out.
You got kicked
So
out
it
the
was
camp?
Yeah, so they had to drive me home. It was a long ride home, and they dropped me off in front of the school.
What?
My auntie, yeah. But my auntie was waiting there. She drove a motorhome, nigga. She was waiting there. She was waiting there with my grandma. So they was picking me up because the folks was at work. So grandma got that ass in the back of the motorhome all the way to the house.
All the way on? How long did it take to get to the home?
It wasn't nothing but up the hill, but man, she was getting it. Grandma
So it
was
seemed like a long time.
Yeah, she was telephone core style.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of shit was in that motorhome for her to whoop your ass with?
Just nigga that table and that couch. Nah,
God.
she brought her weapon of choice. I believe she pulled out the telephone cord from her purse.
Ooh, out the purse?
Yeah.
Well, we
And then, I'm not done. Cause I shame the family. So they dropped me off at the house and left, and my pop came over to his ex-wife's house to get him some.
Damn.
Before my mom got home. Yeah.
that was a group effort?
Nigga, then my stepfather came home first. He got some. And then mom got her son when she got home from work.
Damn. So that's 4 ass whooping.
What did you do,
Family
man?
unity at its finest.
He got kicked out of camp. You never even fucked around with no camps after that, huh?
Nah, I just got real slick after that.
Yeah, you didn't want to get caught up with that type of ass whooping no more.
Now, how old were you at that time?
12 or 13, nigga. Not the intergenerational ass whooping. They conspired against me.
Yeah.
Oh, they had a plan for you, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. They might have freestyled because they was handing off ass whooping.
Oh man, thanks for sharing that story, man. Thanks for sharing that story, man, and thanks for calling in.
Where's the old Sheldon?
Oh, Sheldon. Sheldon's coming up in about less than 3 minutes. We're gonna talk about 3 minutes because you still got your cryptocurrency going. You didn't bet the house, did you?
Well, see, and I don't want to antagonize. I'm really not a fan, but I was wondering if you guys do any other investing, because what I've been looking into is looking into the companies that make the software and the hardware.
Yeah, those are the ICOs, is that right?
That'll do no for the blockchain.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That make the rigs. So I've been looking into that. If blockchain is for real. Crypto's kind of volatile for me. I'm more of a Buffett style investor.
Well, if you want to do some Wall Street get downs too, them cannabis stocks is looking pretty good too.
Oh man!
And I could give you 2 investments that you'd get some good returns on, man.
Please.
That's toilet paper and orange juice.
You can tell the motherfucker been watching too much goddamn Trading Places.
For real. For real.
All right, Kevin. We about to bring Sheldon up in a minute. Thanks for calling, man, on the lounge.
Keep my ears open.
This nigga Ghetto Mortimer over here. He said toilet paper and orange juice. Now that's a good solid
though. I'm
investment.
liking this.
Everybody need to wipe their ass, and mostly everybody in the world drink orange juice in the morning. See, she holding up one right now. See?
Now, your orange juice don't just be orange juice, fruit.
No, I don't even fuck with orange juice. I just said invest in it.
So, anyway, we're about to break up Sheldon in a minute. We don't have Packett's Sports Corner anymore because it's just the sports. NFL is overweight.
He got a hangover for them Buffalo
He's really
wings
depressed.
from the Super Bowl.
He's really depressed right now because he can't believe it at all. Oh. He can't believe that he made absolutely no correct predictions for the whole damn season. Every single he sounded like he knew what the fuck he was talking about. Didn't he?
Cleveland, was he 1-13 or something?
Right. Yeah, he sounded like he knew what he was sitting up there. He had brought. Then he had a pile of notes and shit.
Yeah,
all of that.
Analytical.
He actually
that's called missed notes. He cheated them notes from a dummy paper in classroom because it didn't work. But he was right about his team.
Yeah,
saying that they pretty much wasn't shit the nice way. And I'm only saying that, Packet, because you're not here. You my buddy. I wish you was here so I could talk more shit to you to your face.
Yeah.
Now,
snack on and enjoy the show, Packet.
Now, before we bring up Sheldon for the cryptocurrency and the financial get down, we want to tell you guys about this Pan-African Film Festival that's coming up because we really want you guys to support anything black because it's going to be a lot of black movies, right? It's going to be a lot of black movies. It's
going to be a lot, plenty.
Yeah.
But the main focus is Panther. Yeah.
Yeah. Main focus is going to be Panther. Now, can you give us a little shot or example of one of them poems that you're going to be doing at the festival?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So a little something about me, and I'm gonna tell y'all why they call me Tasha Aset.
Okay.
Now they don't call me Tasha Aset for no reason. See, I'm taking over the throne because it's my season. I've been ordained by my ancestors through my spiritual awakening. Tahuti passed me his pen, now I'm writing and shaking because I'm filled with nouns, adjective, verbs, and words, and I just might throw in a quote that sounds so absurd. Wow. So please, observe the whimsical tones of this pretty bird. I sum it up for you in one word, and that is... dope is. Spitting lyrics like a fire-breathing dragon. I got you feeling hopeless like a penny with a hole in it. You can't spin it. See, I'm in it to win it. But before I get short-winded, I'll air bend it. I'll quantum leap your ass like physics. And me writes with the being called but lightning. And when she strikes, she's quite frightening. Sometimes I be's afraid to let her loose. 'Cause she can master strut or she can reproduce. She is the alter ego of me. I put my right foot forward when I invoke Lakshmi, left foot forward when I invoke Kali, and ooh-wee. My orange aura glows like Bruce Lee. You won't find no strange fruit hanging around me. See, you run up, you get stung up by this honeybee. It's nothing but gods and goddesses around me. We taking back our nation and building like Masons to the 33rd degree. See, we the true Illuminati. Pure starlight within. See, I juice in the morning and shea butter my skin. It took some time to get taught on this level. I had to step out the light because it was taught by the devil. No, I'm not afraid to let it be known. Remember, I'm Tasha Offset, and I sit on the throne. That's that piece.
That's tight.
That's real tight.
How long did it take you to write that?
Just probably about 30 minutes or so.
That's tight.
That was a spiritual
Let me tell you who she sound like. 3 people mixed in one.
Sugar Bear.
Mm-mm.
Nikki Giovanni?
No.
Ooh.
Maya Angelou, Jill Scott, and Cardi B wrapped into one.
Thank you. Oh, I like that combo.
Wrapped in the motherfucking one.
I don't know about
I like that.
I don't know. Is that Cardi B?
And you know what?
Yeah.
That kind of all fit the elements of my persona.
Yeah.
Because I got
I like
a lot
that.
of me's inside of me.
Because Cardi B,
like that.
Cardi B, she just learned how
Cardi
to
B
talk.
got that shit. Got that shit going on.
She don't dance no more. She makes money
What day
more.
you gonna be? What day you gonna be at the Pan African again?
February 17th.
All right, that's Tasha Offset. I didn't know you could really write rhymes like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I didn't want to bore you because you was like, poetry. No, but I had to come with some stuff that make people think.
I like your style because you sit next to me, but everybody that knows me knows I hate the fuck out of poetry.
Right.
You know, I can't stand it.
And I love people that hate the fuck out of poetry because I'm going to give you some shit that stimulates your mind. You're going to activate that pineal gland. You're going to be like, what the fuck she said?
That shit will put me to sleep every goddamn day.
Right foot forward when I invoke Kali. And so when we look at these pictures of these ancient people in these history books, when they had a right foot, that's war. When they left foot, that's peace. So you know what I'm saying? So it makes you
I learned something. That's why I say I like yours because I learned something.
Well,
now we gonna
I'm not gonna be like my grandmother knitted 44 mittens, and we love the grandmother.
That's shit I hate. Yeah, how do you love? Get out of here.
Yeah, that type of shit is scary to me. It sounds like a motherfucker trying to cast a spell, do some voodoo shit.
A poetic boogeyman.
Yeah, I don't like that shit, man.
But anyway, Tasha, thank you for enlightening us with that.
Thank you.
And we're going to bring Sheldon up real quick. So we're going to swap you guys out real quick so he can come up here and do this financial
my grandmother.
So come on, Sheldon.
Come on, Sheldon.
Yeah. And watch out for the
you kicking me the hell out and shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
give him your headphone.
Gotta get the fuck out of here. Here you go, baby.
Help the lady before she invoked that right and left foot on your ass. Watch them chords now.
Yes.
Yeah, because we know.
Sheldon, I like that shirt.
We got to take all this shit back to Home Depot by 7.
Nice lady.
Now, we welcome
Now, that's
back.
written in Japanese, though. That's what it means, though.
Hold on, Marv. I got an ass whooping.
Hatare.
Well, you got 2 seconds for your ass
Let me
whooping
tell you this
story.
ass whooping story.
All right.
So, when my father died, my mama went crazy. They put her in a crazy home.
Talking to the microphone.
My grandma decided to come.
Your grandmother.
From Cushing, Oklahoma, decided to come live with me. And we happened to have this big-ass almond tree. Switches for days. She used to get so many switches off of there. Hold on. It used to be so many switches. I come home from school. It'd be switches on the washing machine. And I just break them shits and throw them away, right? But one day, she climbed that damn almond tree and pulled off a switch. And
Your grandmama climbed the tree?
and fell. She's 93 now. She's still alive, but she fell and
So she
broke
really-
broke her elbow.
So she really was going to beat your
And I
ass.
ran outside. I say, Mother. I called her Mother. Say, you okay? She said, yeah, I'm okay, but I think I hurt my elbow. I was like, why are you climbing? I was climbing the tree. I said, why are you climbing the tree? She said, I was getting a switch off a tree. I said, oh. And walked on. She She used to beat my ass so much.
That's original.
Get that off my
That's original. Getting your ass whooped from an almond tree.
Almond, this tree was big as fuck behind the ground.
So check this out, Sheldon. We got the crypto. Now, Kevin just called in. Kevin calls in from San Diego, and he wants to know any other type of investments. He was speaking on blockchain. What's going on with blockchain investments for those people out there who's not familiar with that?
I think you were talking about mining rigs or something, right?
Yeah, he was asking about more solid investments as far as the companies that develop the rigs.
Oh, into the company. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Okay, so you do know about the blockchain.
I just know if you buy a rig in California, you might as well just grow some weed in the basement.
Right, basically.
Get a couple of lights, because you're going to pay for electricity with them rigs.
Yeah.
Them rigs, and then it costs, what, $4,000 to get one? Mm-hmm.
So what's going on in cryptocurrency right now that people need to be looking out for?
Well, the question I get almost every day is, what's up with Bitcoin?
Mm-hmm.
I just tell them, same shit I've been telling them.
Which is what?
Which is, now is the time to buy.
Right.
You need to buy.
A lot of people, like they say, a lot of people, they just always think it's just one coin. Bitcoin is one coin. Mm-hmm. But if you watch the market, it's like a whole bunch of different coins you can fuck around with and still make you some money. But what do you think is so attractive to this one coin for these people?
Well, Bitcoin is the gold standard, Marv. Mm-hmm. But if you were to get into altcoins, I wouldn't go to the top 20. Because we learned a lot this year, haven't we?
Yeah, some of we learned the hard way. But and it's some we learned, pretty stable ways.
But even if they get in the top 20, don't mean that it's going to be worth a damn in a year from now. Or it could be number one. Mm-hmm. You know, I can't tell you what's going to happen 10 seconds from now.
Well, shit, we ain't Warren Buffett around this motherfucker. But we will tell you it's better than investing in the liquor store.
Mm-hmm. And you need to hold that shit.
Yeah. So right now for cryptocurrency, the name of the game is just hold and be patient. Don't freak out and don't panic, and buy as much as you can you watch the market. And while it's low, I mean, don't wait till that shit get $20,000. You want to buy it and think it's gonna do something. You know, you're gonna be asked out again.
Opportunity is now.
Yeah, so it's knocking, ladies and gentlemen. So get that. And let's come up together as a whole family of black people so we can all afford to go see Black Panther coming out on the 17th. And make sure you show up to the living room on this Friday at 9 o'clock, 2636 Crenshaw Boulevard. We'll be having the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge comics, and Al will be on the show. Farouk will be on the show, and we'll see you. Thanks for tuning in to the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge.
As soon as you get home, whoop your kids' ass. For all the shit you thought they did.
And for you old people, stay your ass out them almond trees.
Yeah.
We'll see you. This is the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. Trap comedy at its finest. Where if you can't slang yourself, you might as well hang yourself. This is also where you can turn yourself into dope and you become the real man. Whoa, yeah.